Hi, boys and girls. Good morning to all of you. We're so happy to be with you this morning. And unfortunately, Miss Helen couldn't be with us. She's a little under the weather. But you know what? Miss Beverly's joining us this morning.
Hi, boys
Everybody
and girls.
say hi, Miss Beverly.
Hello, boys and girls.
And Miss Beverly and I'm Miss Karen, and we're going to have a great Bible class this morning. We have a lot of neat things we're going to do this morning. And so first, we want to do our song. We want to start our class off, Miss Beverly. We do it, and we ask what time it is. So we've got to see, but let's sing our song with it. So let y'all sing at home, and we'll have Miss Beverly sing it with us here, okay? All right. What time is it? What time is it? Is it time to eat our dinner? No, 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 it's not time to eat our dinner. What time is it? What time is it? Is it time to take a bath? No, 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 it's not time to take a bath. What time is it? What time is it? Is it time to brush our teeth? No, 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 it's not time to brush our teeth. What time is it? What time is it? Is it time to play with our toys? No, 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 it's not time to play with our toys. What time is it? What time is it? Is it time to go to bed? No, 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 it's not time to go to bed. So what time is it? What time is it? Is it time for Bible class? Yes, 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 it is time for Bible class. Okay, boys and girls, we have, you know what, this week we had it was such a big lesson last week, and it was really such a good one. There was so much to it. We're going to do a little reviewing this week, and we're going to see what you boys and girls remember at home. All right, and so we had such a neat book last week. I know you guys all love it. Miss Beverly has a story that she's going to read, and let's see if you guys remember about it.
Hi, boys and girls. We are going to talk about the caterpillar that transforms into a butterfly. And it goes right along with our story of the man named Saul that turned into a beautiful person named Paul. So we're going to start with the caterpillar. And how is a caterpillar made? Starts off with a little egg. See the little egg? And the little egg is on a leaf. And you can see the egg. It's a bigger picture here with the little egg on the leaf, and it's back against the tree there, and that's called a caterpillar. Now, for the caterpillar to get big and strong, it crawls around and it has to eat different things. So the things that we're going to talk about that a caterpillar can eat is like apples and pears and grapes and strawberries and peaches. And it makes him so strong. And he also likes good things like ice cream.
Oh boy, look at all that.
And pie and cupcakes and watermelon. A caterpillar just goes along eating.
That's a feast.
Now, boys and girls, what Saul did is he learned about Jesus. He learned about the Bible, and he went along as a caterpillar and continued to learn, and he continued to learn.
He got.
Yes, look how big the caterpillar got by being.
He changed a lot, didn't he?
Yes, by eating so much, and he changed into a cocoon.
Oh.
And then one day the caterpillar turned into a beautiful butterfly.
That pretty?
Can boys and girls see those beautiful colors?
Really pretty.
And that's our story about Saul and Paul. How Saul is the same person, went along and learned more and more by talking about Jesus, and he turned into a beautiful person named Paul.
Well, boys and girls, we are going to start this morning. Again, we're going to do just a little reviewing here. Does anybody, we just mentioned Saul. Does anybody remember what well, first of all, he was a very important Jewish leader, but he didn't like Christians. Does anybody remember, was he nice to the Christians, or was he really mean to them? He was. What do you think? He was mean, wasn't he, Miss Beverly?
He was mean to the
He
Christians.
was really mean to the Christians. He
Yes.
was. And actually, he was so mean to the Christians that he drug them out of their homes and put them into prison. And there were people killed. Oh, unfortunately, he did a lot of. He was very, very hard and mean on the Christians. But the thing of it was, boys and girls, Saul didn't know Jesus was the Son of God. He didn't know that was Jesus, and he didn't know that he was doing wrong. Saul thought he was doing the right thing. Saul did. He thought he was doing the right thing, and but one day, well, he really did. He was persecuting them and being very, very hard on them, but he did not know this, and that he was doing wrong. But one day, remember, Saul and his friends, they were going down a road, and they were traveling to a town called Damascus. All right, here's Saul, where he had, maybe you guys can see this, it was a picture where he had been traveling down the road, and here we have Paul with us today. Look at that, Miss Beverly. He's with us today.
Look at those pretty blue eyes, Miss Karen. Oh, those eyes are so pretty.
Yes, and he actually had something happen to him on the way to Damascus. Do y'all remember what that was, boys and girls? Saul was walking down the road to Damascus with his friends.
Yes, I remember.
And they're traveling along, and
there was a voice, Miss Karen.
That's right. There was a voice
that came out,
and all of a sudden, something happens. Just
remember, boys and girls.
Looky here. What happened to him? Oh, a bright light shone in Saul's face, and a voice. Remember, who's the voice? It was Jesus, wasn't it? Jesus said out loud and said, "Saul, why are you persecuting me?" That means, why are you hurting me?
Why are you hurting my people?
Why are you doing this? And Saul said, "Who is this? Who is it, Lord?" He said, "I am Jesus." And Saul felt really bad, because you know what? Now he realizes, oh no, this really is Jesus. And he felt sorry and bad, didn't he? But what happened? Saul, what did he do? Saul fell to the ground, didn't he? Oh man, he fell to the ground. And he kneeled down to the ground and fell down. And what happened? He got up. And you know what, boys and girls? Could he see? No. He could not see. Look at that. He was blind, wasn't he? And as he was blind, and his friends had to help him. See here, if you guys can see a picture, this is where the light showed on Saul. And look, he got up and he could not see. And his friends had to help him and grab his hand and help him to travel on to Damascus, because he couldn't see where he was going. And so, the Lord said that he needed to go to Damascus, and there'd be someone there that could tell him what to do. When he got there, he had to wait 3 days, and he couldn't see to eat. He couldn't see to do anything. But you know what? God sent a man. I'm going to ask you this, boys and girls. Do y'all remember the name that the man that God sent, that was sent to Saul? It starts with an A. His name is Ananias. Ananias, that's right. And he saw God was going to send Ananias. See, so Saul is in Damascus, and Ananias goes to him. And do you think that Ananias might be a little bit scared to go to Saul? He was a little bit afraid of that, I think, because he knew that Saul had been so hard on the Christians. Yes. And he knew he had been so mean to them. And you know, Ananias is a Christian, and he was probably a little bit afraid of that, thinking, I don't know about this. But you know what? He obeyed, and he went, and the Lord told him, said that Saul, he was choosing Saul to help share the gospel of Jesus to everyone, because he knew that Saul was going to be a great worker. He knew that he was going to be a great worker in the church, great worker for him. So Ananias, he went there, And do you remember that what he did? He went to Ananias, Ananias went to Saul, and you know what? What did he do? He laid his hands on Saul's eyes, and guess what? It was like scales fell. The Bible says it was like scales fell from Saul's eyes, and guess what? He could see. He could see now. Isn't that great? He's not blind anymore. He could see. So, you know what? After that, don't you think that made Saul happy? Oh,
yes.
And he felt so bad for hurting the Christians, and he didn't want to do that anymore. He wanted to obey. So you know what he did? Remember, boys and girls? Saul stood up, and what did he do immediately? Can you remember? He went and was baptized. That's right. He went and obeyed God. He learned, and he found out what he needed to do. And you know what? He wanted to obey.
And he was a good man.
He was.
He started living for Jesus.
That's right.
And talking to people about Jesus and being kind to people.
Right.
He was no longer Saul.
He did not want to be mean to the Christians anymore. In fact, if anything, he wanted to teach people about Jesus and about God. He didn't want to be mean to them anymore. So boys and girls, remember, we had our word here last week, and it says Saul, all right? And it's S-A-U-L. Well, Saul was what we started with, and that's a person who we don't want to be like, and that's somebody who was not the way he ought to be. He was not. He thought he was doing right, but he wasn't, was he?
No.
But we take this off and we change the S, and guess what? What do we have now? Look, we put a P there instead. Now what do we have? We have Paul. We have Paul. So now he's not Saul anymore. He's changed, and his name is Paul. Not only did his name change, but his heart changed. And his heart changed, and his love, he had a love now, that he has a love for God and a love for Christians that he did not show before, but he has now. And now he wants to do great. He wants to work hard for God now. He doesn't want to work against God. He wants to work for God and teach people, right? So, boys and girls, we're going to learn more about Paul. We're going to learn more about some different things that he did. Paul, he had some really big adventures too coming up. And we have some more stories coming up that in the Bible that Paul did that were really some really great lessons about him that we've got coming up. And now what we're going to do is we have a memory verse that we worked on. We started last week. And I want you all, it's in Proverbs 3:5. Miss Beverly, would you like to read that for us?
Absolutely.
Where does that come from, boys and girls? Do you think it's in the Old Testament or New Testament? Where do you think Proverbs is at? Is it Old Testament or New Testament? I can hear you all. I think you're all out there saying Old Testament, aren't you? Yep.
Yes.
That's right. So
the Old Testament, and it comes out of God's Word, the Bible, and we're going to read chapter 3, verse 5 in Proverbs. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding.
That's right. So that means that we need to trust God, don't we?
Absolutely. And
Trust
God will lead the way
That's
and help
right.
you every day.
That's right. And boys and girls, if you want to learn and practice on this, it's Proverbs 3:5. And I believe you'll be seeing the memory verse on the screen. And if you would like to, we're going to start something new, I think. And if boys and girls, if you would like to learn and memorize your memory verse and can learn this, if you would like to have someone videotape you saying your memory verse, maybe you might even want to do it with your brothers and sisters or a mom or dad. If you would like to have someone videotape saying your memory verse, and it's okay with your mom and dad, and you would like that sent in and be put online, you can send that to Mr. Robert, and we'll put that online, and we will show you being able to say your memory verse, and that'll be online with our children's Bible classes. And we'll have a little segment where we have all the kiddos that want to sing their memory verse that they memorized, okay? And if you can do that and you would like to, that's okay with your family, and you want to send it in, then we'll air that and put that online, and you can see. And
that's exciting.
Yeah, and then we'll see you saying your memory verse, and you know what? Then that might encourage other kids to learn their memory verse, Miss Beverly, and they can see it, and they might want to do it too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's say it one more time. Can y'all say it with us? Let's say our memory verse one more time.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding.
Proverbs 3:5.
Yes.
That's right. Y'all are just doing great. I know that you guys will have that memorized in no time, probably. I know that. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, we have a lesson, an application lesson that I think you guys are going to really enjoy, okay? And so we'll be back here in just a second, all right? And we'll get started with it. We have an application lesson for y'all. It's just another neat, fun little thing that goes with our lesson that kind of helps us teach about Saul and Paul and the Christians back in those days. These candles that you see are like the group of Christians back then. Okay, we're going to pretend that these are our Christians back in Bible times, okay? And you know what? Their lights are shining. They're Christians, and they're doing good, and they're getting together, and they're teaching, and they're worshiping, and they're Christians back in that time, letting their light shine. But you know what? Remember, boys and girls, Saul, look, oh, our candles, watch. The lights are, the flames are going out. Look, they're not lit anymore. They're going out. And you know what? When Saul was being mean to the Christians, guess what? When he was being mean to the Christians, he was going around wanting to put their light out. He didn't want them to show their lights, did he? He didn't want their lights to shine. He was so mean to them that Saul went around putting out their lights and went around just trying. He didn't want them to be Christians or act like Christians. He was so mean, and he was hurting them that he didn't want them to have their lights shining. Beverly, did he?
He didn't put their lights out. He hurt them.
He did.
Saul did.
So he didn't want their lights to shine, did he? No, he did not want them to be Christians. And you know, that was a very hard time for those Christians. They probably were very scared. And it was not a good time for them when he did that. They were not. It was not good for them. But what happens when Saul, remember, he changed to Paul?
Yes.
And he was baptized. He began working for God in a good way. He was teaching people and loved people and wanted them to learn about God. So we're going to start lighting them again, and we'll get our lighter and we're going to start lighting them again, huh? And guess what? We are going to, look what happens. You know what? Their lights were out. Their lights weren't going. But look what happens.
As kindness goes around and Christians start talking about God,
you know what?
Look what happens.
Their light is starting to shine again. Paul is teaching and going around teaching people and being good to them and working for God. And you know what? It's spreading, isn't it, boys and girls? Look, their lights are shining again. You know what? They're becoming happy again.
Yes.
The Christians are so becoming
They're
happy.
Talking about God and Jesus.
You know what? Saul is not being mean. Saul is not being mean to them anymore because he's not Saul. He's Paul now. Look, let's finish lighting our candles, won't we? Maybe we can get those others lit. Yeah, there we go. Well, we're gonna Let's see. Let's light them from this side. How about that, boys and girls? And we'll do that. Let's get them all lit because we want those Christians, everybody's light to shine, huh? And so there we go. Look, everybody's light is shining again. Isn't that great, boys and girls? Look at that.
That is wonderful.
They're full of joy.
So happy.
Yes, and more people are learning about Jesus. That's
Jesus,
right.
yes.
And Paul is going around teaching people, and he's working for God, and he's so happy now to get to be able to teach people God's word. And their lights are shining. They're not sad anymore. The people are happy, and everybody, they're wanting to teach other people, and other people are wanting to teach other people. And you know what? There were big groups of people learning about Jesus, and Paul was doing a big part in that, wasn't he, Miss Beverly?
Oh,
he was working for God, wasn't he?
Yes, he was working for God
Yes.
and Jesus, and everybody was so happy to be able to come together and worship.
So boys and girls, I know that they're letting their light shine. The Christians back then they were able to let their light shine, and Paul was letting his light shine. But you know, you boys and girls at home can let your light shine.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
tell others about God and Jesus.
That's right. Yeah, and you can tell people, and you know, what's other ways you can let your light shine? You can definitely tell your friends about Jesus and about God, and you can also do it by helping others and being kind to others.
Absolutely.
You know, y'all might want to write a card or draw a picture and color a picture for someone who's staying in right now, who needs to be happy. Maybe
call somebody on the phone.
Yeah, that's great.
A card or
yeah.
Sing a song.
That's right.
A good Christian song.
Yeah.
We're going to sing some songs here in a little bit.
So you guys can even obey your parents, and when they ask you to pick your toys up and you say, okay, you know what? You're letting your light shine, and you're doing things that you ought to do and making God happy, because that's a way of letting your light shine.
That's right.
So boys and girls, let's be like this and let our light shine every day. And I know you guys have been doing a great job of that. Y'all have been doing your work on your papers at home, I'm sure, and you've been doing just a great job through all this. And we encourage you, we want you guys to keep doing it and just keep letting your light shine and help others to be happy too, because that's going to make God happy, okay? You guys are just doing a fantastic job, and we miss you, and we just know that you're out there
letting your light shine.
Letting your light shine,
Absolutely.
Okay? Good deal. All right, thank you. All right, boys and girls. Beverly, are you ready for a couple songs? I think I'm ready to sing a song.
I'm so excited.
Okay, great. All right.
We are going to start, boys and girls. Remember, we talked about our story today, the fuzzy caterpillar that turned into a beautiful butterfly like Saul, that changed into Paul. And we're going to sing a song called Fuzzy Caterpillar.
You guys know this. Sing it with us. Sing loud. Sing with us. I know you can, okay? Let's start. All right. Fuzzy caterpillar climbing up a tree. He wiggles long, he wiggles short, he wiggles right at me. Put him in a box. Don't go away, I say. When I opened up the box, a butterfly instead. Now I could never make one, not even if I tried. Only God in heaven can make a butterfly. Squirmy little tadpole swimming in a lake. He wiggles long, he wiggles short, he wiggles like a snake. Put him in a jar, don't go away, I say. When I opened up the jar, a hopping frog instead. I could never make one, not even if I tried. Only God in heaven can make a frog and butterfly. Very good, boys and girls. Now, Beverly, you want to tell us about the next song? That kind of ties in.
You know, boys and girls, it's called This Little Light of Mine, and I bet you may know this song. Remember the candles that we had lit? And we want everybody to sing along with us and let their light shine.
Yes, all right. Get ready, let's go. All right, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine all the time, let it shine. All around the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine. All around hood. I'm gonna let it shine all the time, let it shine. Put it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Put it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine all the time, let it shine. Don't let Satan get out, I'm gonna let it shine. Won't let Satan get out, I'm gonna let it shine all the time, let it shine. Very good, boys and girls. Oh boy, that's so good to sing those songs. I miss doing that. And you guys are really good singers, I know. So, all right, boys and girls. Now at this time, we're going to have you can have a prayer with your family, and it's time now that y'all can boys and girls have a prayer with your family at this time, and we want to encourage you to do that at this time, and we want to say a special prayer for Miss Helen that she'll get to feeling better, and you know we miss her, and everybody shout out a big we love you, Miss Helen. We do. We want you to feel better.
Absolutely.
So anyway, and we'll see you Wednesday night. We'll see you back, and I want y'all to let your light shine and be happy, okay? Bye-bye, boys and girls.